Hey, Grand Rapids, did you know home prices are up over 14% year over year? Well, they are. Welcome to the Grand Rapids, Michigan, Kent County residential real estate market update with data through June 2022. My name is Rodney Constable. I'm a realtor with 616 Realty out of Grand Rapids, Michigan. Year over year, home prices are up 14.3% in the Grand Rapids area, with the average home selling for $347,794. 1 year ago, the average home was selling for $304,297. For years, I've heard people saying things like home prices can't continue to go up. Well, when I hear things like that, I think about the input costs to building a home. And some of the major input costs to building a home are land, labor, materials, and regulatory costs. So if somebody thinks that home prices cannot continue to rise in the future, what they're basically saying is that land is going to get cheaper and more plentiful. Labor is going to get cheaper and more plentiful. Materials are going to get cheaper and more plentiful. And the government's going to make regulatory costs of building a house cheaper and easier. And guys, when we just think about these four input costs, land, labor, materials, and regulatory costs, do we really think that any of these input costs to building a home are going to fall in the future? I doubt it. So if land, labor, materials, and regulatory costs are going to continue to go up, then home prices probably will continue to rise in the future as well. The average home is selling after being on the market for just 9 days. Now, when we compare that to the inventory of unsold homes, those homes have been on the market for an average of 47 days. So what these two data points tell us is that if a home is properly priced, it will sell in a relatively short period of time, right now in about 9 days. However, if a home is not properly priced for its location, condition, and amenities, that home will stay on the market for an extended period of time, right now on average about 47 days. Next, let's take a look at year-to-date new listings versus the same period 1 year ago. So again, all of the data we're looking at for this month is through the end of June. So we're looking at the first 6 months of calendar year 2022, and we're comparing this to the first 6 months of calendar year 2021. And in this case, we are up 0.2%. Not a huge move, but we will take it. When we look at this data in a numerical format, what we can see is that for calendar year 2022 through the end of June, there were 5,012 new listings in Kent County, because again, we're focusing on Kent County. That means there have been 10 more listings, right? Because it was 5,002 listings for the first 6 months of calendar year 2021. So we've had 10 more listings, not a lot, but hey, we're going in the right direction here. But 10 more listings this year than we had last year for the first 6 months of the year. Okay, and that's where that 0.2% improvement comes in. However, when we look at the longer run data, right, we go down to 2016, clear at the bottom of the chart, we can see that for the first 6 months of calendar year 2016, there were 6,388 new listings that had come to market. So when we compare where we're at now to where we were 7 years ago, we can see that we've had 1,376 fewer listings come to market for the first 6 months of this year versus where we were in 2016. That is a 21.54% drop in new listings. Okay, so this is just one of many things, guys, that is contributing to rising home prices in the Grand Rapids area. And this is not something that's going to, in my opinion, and based on the data, this isn't something that's going to change overnight. All right, and just stay with the video because I've got more data here to, to support the fact that home prices are probably going to continue to rise in the Grand Rapids area. Maybe not at 14% year over year, right? But we're probably going to continue to see rising housing prices for the foreseeable future, irrespective of what's going on elsewhere around the nation, right? Because keep in mind that real estate is, as they say, local, all right? The things that may affect Los Angeles or Manhattan or Atlanta, Dallas, whatever, Chicago, don't necessarily affect the Grand Rapids area, okay? So this is why it's so important to pay attention to this local data, all right? Now, before we move off of this slide, Let's go down to the bottom again, 2016, and work our way up. And what you can see is year over year, right, as we go up, there's been some similar years, like 2018 and 2019, where almost, they were within one, they were one house apart, right, on new listings for the first 6 months. And then this year versus last year, only 10 apart. But you can see as the time has gone on over the last 7 years, we've had fewer and fewer listings come to market. Okay. Now, some of this may be due to COVID, but it doesn't really matter what the factors are. The fact is that there's been fewer and fewer homes come to market, fewer and fewer homes for buyers to choose from. And just based on the basic economics of supply and demand, when there's demand for housing, and there's fewer and fewer homes to choose from, housing prices or whatever the item is, right? When there's demand for something and there's fewer of those items to choose from, the price is going to go up. Okay. All right, let's take a look at year-to-date closed transactions now. And again, we're looking at the first 6 months of this year versus the first 6 months of last year. Now, in this category, we're actually down 9.83%. Now let's take a look at this data in a numerical format. And what we can see is for calendar year 2022, there have been 3,836 closed transactions for the first 6 months of this year, and there were 4,254 closed transactions for the first 6 months of calendar year 2021. So we've had 418 fewer closed transactions this year versus where we were last year, and that's where that 9.83% drop in closed transactions comes in. Now, when we go down to the bottom of the chart and look at where we were in 2016, we can see for the first 6 months of 2016, there were 4,766 closed transactions. That means versus where we were in 2016, we're down 930 closed transactions, or 19.51%. All right, so there's fewer and fewer closed transactions. But remember, for those transactions that are closing, housing prices, even compared to last year, are up on average, up over 14%, okay? So yes, there's fewer closed transactions. However, home prices are still rising. Next, let's take a look at the average months of inventory in Kent County. And so far for calendar year 2022, we're running 0.6 months of inventory. That's about 18 plus or minus days. That is exactly the same inventory level on average that we had for calendar year 2021. But when we look down this chart, and I can run this chart back to 2013, I've got a little bit more data available to me, so I'm able to extend this back a few more years. But what we can see is, based on this data here on this chart, the largest inventory that we've had over the last decade has been in calendar year 2014 at 2.3 months of inventory. And guys, 2.3 months of inventory is not a lot of inventory at all. So why does inventory matter? Well, as we can see here, if you have between 1 and 2 months of inventory, you probably are going to experience double-digit price appreciation on homes. And that is exactly what we have seen for many years here in the Grand Rapids area. If you're running between 3 and 4 months of inventory, you would generally experience single-digit price appreciation. If the inventory built to where you had between 5 and 6 months of inventory, this is more of a normal, balanced, or neutral market where you might experience some price appreciation, but it would more than likely be in the low single digits. And if you're under 5 to 6 months of inventory, this is considered a seller's market, and that's exactly what we have seen for many years here in Grand Rapids. If you're over 6 months of inventory, this is considered a buyer's market. And if your inventory built to between 7 and 8 months, that's when you would most likely experience single-digit price depreciation. And then if the inventory built to 9 months plus, that's when you would likely see double-digit price depreciation. So 7 to 8 months of inventory, single-digit price depreciation, 9 months plus, that's when we start to get into double-digit price depreciation. Are you looking for a realtor you can trust? Would you like to work with a realtor who is knowledgeable, professional, polite, honest, integrable, communicative, and hardworking? If so, look no further. Whether you are looking to sell or buy a home in the Grand Rapids area now or at some point in the future, I will help you make that happen. When you are ready, let me put my decades of sales and business experience to work for you. When you think real estate, think Rodney. I will work quickly to help you achieve your real estate objectives. Call me directly at 616-258-4782 to discuss your situation or to just talk about real estate. Also, don't forget to add my name and contact information under the title of Realtor or Real Estate Agent into your cell phone. This way, the information is instantly available whenever you need it. Thank you for telling your friends, family, and colleagues about me. I appreciate you spreading the word, and I look forward to helping you succeed.